Okay, pin cushion time. So we're going to make a small 5-inch pin cushion that has piping on the edge. So this is a great skill for you to learn how to insert piping into something. It can be in a pillow, it can be in clothing, it can be all sorts of things that we can do it with. So the first thing I need to do is to cut 2 pieces, my upper and my lower, of my pin cushion fabric, 5-inch squares. Simple, easy peasy. Then I'm going to have a piece of piping. And the very beginning of my piping, I undo about 5 or 6 stitches and open this up. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip my cording back a little bit. And then I'm going to fold this part down so that that forms my nice clean edge. And I'm going to have it pinned there, but my other part's going to lay on top of there and butt right up against there, so it's nice and smooth, and then it'll finish. My corners, when I get to my corner, I put a pin in it before I mark it where I'm going to be pivoting at the corner, and then I clip my piping, only the piping, so it turns a 90-degree angle. I'm going to be stitching this in place with a zipper foot, and I'm going to stitch right on top of the piping stitching that's already there in my prepackaged piping. And I did that on all of them. I still have this last corner yet to do. So I mark where I'm going to be pivoting, and it's at about a little bit more than 1/4 inch seam allowance. And I just clip up to the stitching without getting the stitching, and then I'm going to pin it in place right there, right on the stitching, and then I'm going to turn it, boom, like that. So I lay this down and I feel where the end of that piece of piping that I cut off earlier, right there, that's where I'm going to cut this piece. That's the end of it. So I can open this up and I can lay this down, and that'll meet where that other was, where the end of it is. Oops, I need to pull this back. Pull that down. And then I can pin it. It's really hard to do that in a corner. Some people like to put the piping start and stop in the corner, and you're gonna have, it's just almost impossible. I've never seen anybody do it very successfully. So I'm gonna stitch all the way around here. As you notice, see how nice and smooth that is? It looks really good. So I'm gonna stitch right on that stitching line, and I'll do that and then show you what it looks like. But I'm gonna use my zipper foot so that that'll let me put the needle as close to that edge, like right up against there, and the foot will be on this side. So I'll set that up with my machine and let you see what that looks like.